Here's a secret. The smartest person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who's listening. Not reacting, not showing off, just observing, thinking, quietly in control. While 95% of people argue, panic, overthink, and chase validation, there's a quiet few who move differently. They don't need applause, they don't seek attention, they don't prove they're smart, they just are. And by the time you notice them, they've already won. Today, I'll show you 5 powerful mindset shifts and 3 real stories that will help you rise silently above 95% of people. No ego, no chaos, just awareness. Let's begin. 1. Smart people don't argue to win. They ask to understand. Paul wasn't flashy, didn't dress sharp, didn't talk much in meetings, but when he spoke, people leaned in, even the executives. Why? Because in every heated room, when egos clashed and voices rose, Paul stayed calm. He'd just tilt his head slightly and ask, "What makes you see it that way?" No defenses, no attacks, just curiosity. And here's the irony. The person asking questions often holds the most power in the room. Most people argue to prove something. Smart people ask to learn something. What are we really trying to solve? What's another way to see this? And in that stillness, walls fall. Minds open, not because someone won the fight, but because someone changed it. They zoom out instead of breaking down. Jennifer had a dream. Handmade candles, crafted with care, scented stories. She launched with fire, posting every day, running ads, hustling hard. 6 weeks in, 0 sales. Most people would have quit, broken down. Said, "Maybe I'm not cut out for this." But Jennifer didn't spiral. She zoomed out. She asked, "What patterns am I not seeing? Where's the disconnect?" She realized people didn't just want candles, they wanted feelings, memories, a moment in a jar. So she rewrote her product story, no longer about wax and scent, but about rainy mornings, first kisses, or winding down after chaos. 3 months later, sold out at her local market. And her online orders haven't stopped since. Smart people don't see failure as a dead end. They see it as data. They zoom out far enough to ask, "What can I tweak, test, and try again?" Zooming out removes drama and adds direction. They control what they can and release the rest. There's a silent killer of peace, worrying about what you can't control. Smart people don't fall into that trap. They ask one simple question: is this within my hands or not? If not, they let it go. Paul didn't stress about office politics. Jennifer didn't worry about other candle shops copying her. They focused on what was theirs to fix, create, or shift. Because the more you obsess over things you can't influence, the less power you have over what you can. Smart people aren't just calm by nature, they're calm by choice. They treat their energy like an investment. Every thought, every minute placed with intention, and in that clarity, they win. They know silence is a superpower. Ava sat at the edge of a crowded meeting. Everyone else was pitching louder, faster, trying to dominate. She didn't. She just listened. And then, after 20 minutes of noise, she asked one sharp question. The whole room went quiet. Why? Because she waited, she watched, and then she struck with precision. Smart people don't fear silence. They use it. They understand that when you don't rush to fill the space, people lean in when you finally speak. Silence is pressure. Silence is poise, and when used well, silence is power. The person least reactive is often the most respected. Let that sink in. 5. They observe before reacting. Most people are wired to respond instantly. Someone insults them, they snap. Something feels off, they panic. An awkward moment, they overcompensate. But the smartest people, they do something rare. They pause. They feel the emotion rise, but they don't let it rule them. They step back and ask, "Why did this hit me? What else could this mean?" They understand impulse is loud, insight is quiet. And if you react to everything, you control nothing. But if you observe first, you control the narrative. At an old tech company, there was a janitor named Malik. Quiet, kind, always early, always watching. Most of the team ignored him until one day when a network crashed, Malik walked over, typed a few lines, and restored everything. Turns out, he used to be a senior engineer, retired early, took the janitor job to stay busy. Didn't say a word about it. He listened. He watched. And when the time came, he acted without needing credit. From that day forward, everyone treated Malik with deep respect. He didn't talk much. He didn't need to. He let his stillness do the speaking. It's not about intelligence, it's about awareness. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be the loudest or the fastest. You just need to be aware in a world full of people who aren't. While others react, you reflect. While others talk, you observe. While others prove, you prepare. That's the edge. Because the one who watches notices what others miss, learns what others skip, and moves when others hesitate. This isn't about IQ. It's not about degrees. It's about stillness, nuance, timing. It's about playing the long game with quiet confidence. And if you master that, you won't just outsmart 95% of people. You'll move through the world like the rarest kind of power, unshakable, silent, and completely unstoppable.